Hey, you beautiful big heads, it's your boy Zatchul, and welcome back to some more Alchemy Stars. In today's video, we're just talking about the Irridon Eximus fight, in the Golden Ripples event, and characters you can use and things to keep in mind to probably help you beat her, because there are two banners out right now with characters that can honestly just make the fight really trivial. There's one character in particular who just trivializes the entire fight, in my personal opinion, and it just makes this fight so one-sided, it's not even funny. So, let's hop on into it, shall we? So, starting out with the most important thing that I just gotta reiterate. One, the true focus. You get more of it by, full clearance stages. Do as many as you can. Go back, complete the other challenge on the missions to get as much true focus to hit the max level because you get some good benefits. You get more chromatic tiles, more just straight up chain combo, no more attack damage. You get more active skill damage, and it will allow you to get more active skills off because on the 4th and 7th turn, your cooldowns will go down by 1. You can just play around that mechanic as well. True focus is your best friend here that you just really need to get more of so you can make this a lot easier on yourself. So obviously right here we have all the sniper Aurorians that are better than Jocelyn.
Know your fucking place, trash.
My hatred towards her is justified, and we all know it. So real quick, we're just going to set this to support and go through some honorable mentions of characters who could also use that aren't snipers, but I'm just going to go through them really fast and quick. So yeah, actually I could, I'll just do that nurse too, because it's only like 3, I think. But yeah, let's just hop on through this real quick. Leo isn't bad because he does increase his normal attacks with, his active skill, and you got a constant source of enhanced styles. So yeah, he also does diagonal hits. So you can get a lot more smacks on the boss. Normal attacks do a good amount of damage to her because, well, the chain combos will kind of get nerfed a little bit because she does put up a shield beforehand. Barton isn't bad in his lone wolf state. He does get diagonal hits and do bang, bang, bang. So, I mean, it's not that bad of a choice. Tried him out. He did decent, but the only downside is you need to be able to go into the lone state right away. And I'm pretty sure you need, if it opens up, how many do you, which breakthrough? All right, so you only need one breakthrough to go right into the lone state, but that being said, you still need a breakthrough. So, yeah, but once you're into it, you do have a constant source of tiles and being able to launch your chain combo constantly to stay in it. You just have to keep it in the leader slot. So, yeah. Goldie, good choice. She will heal you, keep you above that 30% health threshold, so you can actually, auto this shit. But yeah, on top of that, her war song mode does hit everybody on the field, which is really good for this fight. She also does generate enhanced tiles. If you're going to use somebody like Minos and Naraxo, she's a perfect combination of those because, well, enhanced tiles go better. Naraxo is a good choice by herself, even if you don't have Goldie, because you will have a constant source of at least 5 enhanced tiles once you're at this point in the fight, I'm pretty sure, because of the skill. And, well, that's more damage your team is doing overall. So, yeah, still not a bad choice for support, even though she herself won't do much damage. The additional attack bonus that you'll get from her getting enhanced tiles will be more than worth it. Robin, good choice because she actually does increase damage to the enemies on top of a green tile. The only problem is you will have to restart the fight until you get a green tile under the enemy's feet. But the boss does not move, so once you get a start where she is on top of a green tile, you are set for life. And Luis isn't worth it because the double chain combos just won't cut it. It just won't. You're better off just using just straight snipers. But yes, those are other characters who aren't snipers who you could keep in mind. Alright, let's go talk about some snipers, shall we? Kukusta, one of the best 5-star choices you can actually pick because after her equipment refinement, she does get a lot more damage. Lola isn't bad. The only problem with Lola is you cannot enter Aurora time, so you will not get her additional damage buff, so that kind of sucks. But Lola's active skill does a lot of damage. So yeah, that mixed with the active skill buff that you could get from the True Focus is actually really good. On top of that, her chain combo isn't that bad, which can also hit multiple enemies. So yeah, Lola is another good choice. Mythos may be the worst character for this because she can only target one enemy with her chain combo. That's the biggest problem with Mythos, and her active skill won't do enough to justify hanging on to that vice, So Mythos, you just kind of want to stay away from her because more than likely she'll always go for the boss, and her chain combo will not break that little barrier that the boss puts up. So it's just like, damn, I'm really wasting this damage I could have with somebody else. All right, now let's get into the heavy hitters. Out of these 4 characters, out of Minos, Joshua, Paloma, and Midgard is the lowest one here, but her chain combo does do decent damage. Apart from that, the X skill's alright. Joshua is second on the list. Joshua is actually really good because Joshua can actually execute the boss. Now, that being said, obviously when you execute the boss, it will only do it for that current phase because the boss does have 3 bars of health. But if you beat the enemy with normal attacks before going into the phase where you would start doing chain combos, the wisdom will carry over into the next bar of health. So if you plan it right, you could actually execute the boss on the last stage of their health while also having a lot of wisdom built up. You just have to play around it. Minos, really good because he can go bang, 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 bang. You will have a constant source of enhanced tiles and will work really well with Goldie in this instance. So, yeah, that is something you can keep in mind. Minos is really good, obviously, because he will shoot a random target. But until he, gets all of his marks off from picking up enhanced tiles, he won't be really that noticeable. after you get enough enhanced tile pick-ups and he actually gets into his Minotaur state, then that's when he actually becomes a real damage dealer. But until then, he's like, eh. But the main character here that just does whatever she wants is Paloma. Paloma is the best character to use for this. Only because if we go in here, look down there at the bottom. Enhanced tiles increase chain combo and normal attack damage by 10%. And let me tell you, having that constant source of enhanced tiles works quite a bit. Paloma just makes this fight so easy, especially if you have a breakthrough winner, get preemptive strike. Her active skill can wipe out all the judge statues, literally turn one, knock them all out, get more enhanced tiles, pick them up by connecting them with, other enhanced tiles via the skill. You have a lot more buffing into her body, which will allow her to do much more damage. She can hit everybody in the field, I am pretty sure, because she always has for me. Yeah, it's the 4 nearest enemies, and at any given time, you only have, but it is 4 that will be on the field that you can hit, because it's the 2 Irridons on the outside, the one in the middle, and the little shadow guy that pops up. So she literally hits everybody on the field at all times. The amount of damage she can do is fucking ridiculous, and it's actually really dumb that she does what she does in this fight. And I actually forgot a character. Another character you can use is Dryad, because you can hop around and pick up enhanced tiles for you. But I mean, other than that, I really want to use Dryad for the damage you could do in terms of the whole pick up and go with the big boom. Because I have gameplay of her, trying that, and it just doesn't go as you would expect. Yeah, but that has been my TED Talk. I know this one has been mostly, talking discussion instead of actually showing gameplay. In parts where I have gameplay, I would show it because I always wasn't recording when I was testing this shit out. But, this is more of an information dump more than anything else, just to help people. But yeah, the main things to keep in mind is normal attacks are good on the main boss body, while your chain combos should hit the boss, yes, but you should target more so the enemies on the outskirts, because they are not getting that shield to prevent your chain combo damage. So yeah, obviously all your active skills should be aimed at the boss themselves, because, well, big hits, big chunky hits do more damage, obviously. But yeah, hopefully this helps you in some regards. But again, Joshua, Minos, and Mick. I'm gonna just go to the banner right now. Yeah, so Joshua, Minos, and Mick are all on this banner right here. Even Jiraiya, if you want to use her as well. It's a great banner for the current event that's going on. So that's why I said I'm doing this now, just because it has literally 6 days and 8 hours. But if you have, the star flares, and you want to summon it and you want to get that skin, these characters are really good, to get to help you, especially because there is a minimum level. So even if you get them right away, you can put them right on your team, because on the stages, it will raise them to at least level 40, Ascension 3, Equipment level 10. So even if you pull them, you can use them right away. But even furthermore, this banner has Paloma. Again, Paloma single-handedly makes the fight so much easier. If you do not have her, you can get it right now. If you have star flares, use them on this. Honestly, I know what collaboration banner is coming. It doesn't sound like there's any new characters though. But for me, it doesn't have that much value. And also, the Dragon Maid characters, for collection purposes, they're great. But honestly, only 2 of them are good. Lukoa is good, and Toru is good. The other 2, Kana and Elma, even Fafnir, aren't that great. So take with the information as you will. If you want the skin, Paloma's your best choice, and she's right here right now for 6 days and 8 hours. So yeah, I can show you some dumb shit, and I have gameplay of it. I've already doing dumb shit. I only had 1 turn, bro. I had 1 turn. And Paloma said, I got you. Wipe the boss's ass in 1 turn. After Jiraiya sucked up every enhanced tile on the field. But I digress. This video is getting way too long. Yeah, just if you want the skin, Paloma's right here for the taking. I know collaboration is a thing, but hey, it looks like they're going to be able to bring collaborations back. I don't want to be that guy who just they spend money. But it's star flares. If you've been saving to roll for a character, then you have the star flares, and they are rated up. So, but anyways, yes, hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I will see you in the next one. Love you guys, and goodbye.